Hello, my friends. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in internet land. Welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Crafting Corner, where we get together live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I make something. But first, we're going to do a couple shout outs to say hello to everybody. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Mary. Hi, Rochelle. Hi, Chris. Hello, hello. Hi, Pam in West Michigan. Yay, she got her stamp and die hard. Yay. Hi, Amy. Hi, Debbie in Nebraska. Hi, Christy in Missouri. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Teresa in Virginia. Hi, Danielle. Hello, hello to you. Well, my friends, hi, Arla. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Reagan. It's like going fast. Hi, Lisa Billy. Hi, Quilty. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Russ. Hi, Linda. Oh, she's watching the Dodgers and this. Woo, Linda. Don't tell Ken he's taping it. So don't give him any information. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Ruth Debbie, my love. Hi, Sandy in Florida. Tampa Bay. Love Tampa Bay. Hi, Trina. Hi, Elba. Hello. Hi, Larissa in Oregon, visiting Oregon. Hi, Eileen. Hello. Hi, Beth. Hello in Pennsylvania. Hi, Larissa. Okay. Hi, Julie. Hi, Laura. My friends, I have a big idea in my brain tonight on what I'm going to create. So obviously I haven't tested it because why would I do that? I want you to see me work on, create on the fly to see if it'll really work, right? I mean, because reality crafter, yes, I do this. So I want you to see it step by step. It's funny, we were talking to somebody that we're working with and they said, your company's a little different. And I said, what do you mean? And they said, well, you actually make cards. Like usually it's a big company that decides to go into paper crafts and nobody really makes cards. And I'm like, yeah, no, I started the company because I was a card maker and I needed stuff. I needed certain dies and stamps and things like that. And so that's just kind of where it built, but it was just kind of funny. Hi, Ellen. Let's see. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if this is really going to work. I have it in my brain and I think it's going to work. And I think it's going to be really, really cute, but it could be a big flop. So who knows? I don't know. And you don't know what I'm going to do. So who knows, right? Hi, Janet. Hi, Judy. Hi, Kimberly. And Kimberly said hi to all the lifers. I know. I kind of like that. It's like lifers because we're like stamps of life and we're here for life.
Or you're serving a lifetime sentence. Lifers.
Okay, I hope your mom's not. Hi, Tony. Hi, Cece. Tony says those are the best ideas when they just come off the fly. I know, it's kind of true. It's like and if you think you make a mistake, it's more like a creative diversion, right? All of a sudden you were going down this road, now you're taking a little turn. So it's all good. Let's see. Oh, Rochelle, you're so sweet. Thank you. Barbara has a 4x5 buck in her front yard just chilling. That is crazy. Ellen says we are loyal and numerous. I love you, Ellen. Thank you. Hi, Mary. Hello. Hi, Kelly. Okay, so what we're going to do, are you ready? Get set. I am going to, I don't even know if this is going to work, you guys, but it's going to be fun to try. It's going to be fun to try. And it'll be a good experiment on just because I thought it, does it translate to make a card, right? So for example, Dina sent me this idea she wanted for a certain kind of stencil. And I'm like, I don't think that's going to translate. Sometimes just because you think it doesn't mean that it would work out, right? So we don't know. So let's try it. First things first, I am going to use, whoa, look at that. Look at camera 2. Look at the shot from camera 2.
Oh, right, because I had to reset it.
Oh, okay, hang on. Okay, hang on.
Zoom in.
Woo! Okay, I went back to 1 because I wasn't sure. Okay, there we go. Now we'll try camera 2. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is the 5x7 Flip It. I actually do still have it in my kangaroo pocket. It does stick out a little bit, but in all honesty, you guys, it's still going to fit in my fabric box because I never put the lids on. So I don't really care. It's just fine, right? And so what I'm going to do, Sherry says, yay, I just bought this one. Yay. And it was, oh yeah, somebody just said something about Laguna Hills, California. Can you scroll up to see that? Yes, Rochelle, I wish you could go to the store day too. So here we go. We have the Flip It die itself. So, oh, and Ken, when you get a chance, can you move the thing over for me? He's worried about his lighting. So we're going to use the 5x7 Flip It. And it is a rectangle. We do have a 2 size flip it, but this is the 5x7. Yes, it does fit in the diamond press, but it's like really, really close. Okay, so just a heads up on that, but it is really, really close. Jerry said she bought this one. Yay! And you know what? You guys that already bought it got it on flash sale. And I saw that gold price. I was like, that has to be a mistake. That was so freakishly low. I was like, whoa! I thought that was pretty amazing. But I've already die cut one because I did a couple little steps because I'm like, I think this could take like forever if I don't. Happy birthday, Jane. Forever. And I'm a little worried about that. So I've already die cut this. And I die cut it out of sunflower. Sunflower is like, I don't want to call it mustard because I don't like mustard. Although Miller just asked me to give him chicken nuggets with Kenny. You weren't even here. He wanted ketchup. And then he goes, no, just kidding. I want mustard. He's like, no, just kidding, Nana. I want both. And I'm going to mix them together. And he ate it. Did you hear that? Ugh. Okay. So I know. Yummy. Ugh. Okay. I don't even know where he learned that. So I don't want to say it's mustard, but it's mustardy. Let's see. Okay, hang on. Let me go back to 2. There we go. So this is the sunflower. It is a perfect yellow for fall. Honestly, goodness, it is the perfect yellow for fall. And then this is marigold. So that'll just give you an idea. And just for I don't think I have. Oh, wait, here. And this one, if I can grab it out in time, this one is tangerine. So you can see the difference. Oh, there we go. So you can see the difference. So just so you can kind of, sometimes it's hard to tell like on a computer on a screen when you have it. So I went ahead and die cut this. So now, Jill, I love that. She says it's a yellow leaning towards brown. Perfect. I love that. And we named it sunflower because honestly, guys, it really is the color of like sunflowers, right? Oh, it's Donna's birthday too. Yay, all these birthdays. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to be using the Falling for Step Ups collection because all the colors in here are the perfect fall. Cece says that's the only way I eat ketchup, must have mustard. Cece, you're probably related to Miller. I'm just kidding, but seriously. Okay, so we have all these fun patterns on here. And let me just tell you guys, this one has a ton of good patterns. I haven't honestly decided what I'm doing yet. But I think we are going to start with, and I need to get my layering die out. So we're going to start with this. Now, it is true that it's a little tight, right? It's like a hair. It is just like a hair too big. So a couple things. One, we could go this way, but we obviously don't want to go this way because of that pattern, right? Ooh, we could go that way and make it.
You have to have a larger machine to use this die set. That's a question.
It will fit in the Grand Marquis, yes, but it needs to have a bigger opening. It has to have a 7-inch opening, so a bigger opening, yes. So I'm looking at that one going, ooh, that would be good because see how that works on there? It lines up like that. Or if you really, really wanted, and I'm going to do this so you guys can see me cheat, I'm going to die cut it like this and show you a trick that I would do in real life if I was doing this, which I really am doing this. So why would I say it like that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut this and I'm going to probably end up die cutting it twice. So I'm going to die cut it right there. And you know what? I might even die cut it both layers. Hang on, let me think for a second. No, I'm not going to because I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our, Nelly. We are going to grab our right here. And I'm just going to die cut, seriously, you guys, just like that. Oh, but I want some pumpkins on it. So I'm going to kind of look at it. Move it right. Oh, hang on, right there. So I'm just going to die cut it right there. Oh, yeah. And we're going to run this through. So this is my little tip on how to use these paper pads for the bigger dies. So there's one piece. And now what I want to do is I kind of want to line it up like the same on this kind of like the same type of pattern. So find it where, the pattern's going to repeat itself, right? So I'm going to find that. And that looks like it's going to be, I got to move it this way. It's going to be like right about there. And so we're going to run this through too. Now I should be putting my tape on there because we don't want this baby to move. Oh, let's see. Let's get some more. So yeah, we're having a store day this Saturday, you guys, in Laguna Hills. I will be there. Kenny will be there. Honey Bear will not be there because Honey Bear eats everything in sight, and we do not want that. So here we go. I'm just pulling this all out. Here we go. Watch this, my friend. Oh, first we want to save this, put it on top of my machine for later. And so now we're looking at this, saving this because you never know what we're going to do with that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this and I'm going to line it up. Look how close that came to doing all of it. So I'm going to line it up. Well, I got to kind of line it up this way. So we're just going to line it up like right about there. But first we have to line it up on the actual project itself. So let's bring over our thing. Kenny ordered adhesive for me. Thank you, Ken, for ordering adhesive. And so we're going to add adhesive to this. There we go. And we'll just add a little tiny bit right there on that. Honey Bear is actually in the other room eating her peanut butter off of her lick mat because she has a lick mat. So anything to keep her busy for more than 1 minute. So we're going to line this up just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this because we know that it's going to line up right about there, right? And we're going to just line it up right like that. And I'm just seriously going to lay it down. Now, in all honesty, if you notice where it overlaps, you must like be a psychic or something because seriously, you guys, that you cannot even see that. I'm not even going to worry about. Sometimes I might put ribbon over where it overlaps, but in all honesty, no one, and I mean no one, is going to see that. So, except you, because you now know about it. Honey Bear wants to say hi. Uppy. Ooh. So, oops, she got peanut butter all over her face. Oh, can we go to one? I'm trying to go to one. There. Say hi, Honey Bear. Say, oh, honey, peanut butter. Blech. Okay. Okay, look at the people. Oh. Can you say hi? Oh, can you, wait, stop. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. There. Oh, my gosh. Look at that face. Look at that face. And it's so funny, you guys. Doodles really do like to be held like this. They think they're children, and she really does. I have to hold her under her bum. See, she would like she put her head down. I love you. Gotta make sure I don't squeeze you too hard so the poop comes out. Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add adhesive to this. Honest to goodness, you guys, one time my mom squeezed her. She was hugging her cat. She squeezed it so hard, poop came out. Can't make that up. Okay. Kenny took me off camera. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add this one. And you've already gotten into something, haven't you, Honey Bear? Because you're so, whoops, I'm crooked now. You're so naughty. You're so naughty. There we go. Look at that. Now, you, in all honesty, cannot barely see that, right? Oh, who said, oh, Rebecca says beautiful color coat. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she really is a pretty color. So look at that, you guys. Seriously, you really can't see that, right? What does she have? Oh, she has a brush, a blending brush. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. But in all honesty, you guys, I'm not going to do pattern paper because what I'm going to do behind it, I'm worried that it's going to overshadow. So I'm looking at marigold and I'm kind of thinking marigold because I want to stick with these colors. So here I have, I know this is going to be sunset flower and probably a little bit of artichoke in there. I'm going to add artichoke and I have my sunflower there. And then I have my marigold here. So I'm just kind of looking this over. And I'm trying to decide what colors I want to use on this. And this one, what one's this? Gail, I don't even remember. Hang on. Gail gave me this handy dandy chart because I don't even know all the names to my children. This is pumpkin. Oh, how appropriate. Okay, so now what we're going to, is pumpkin old or new? That doesn't sound, so we're going to use this one. And what we're going to do is we are going to use, I'm grabbing this out now. Where is, oh, where'd it go? Where did it go? No, it's right down here. No, I know it's right here. I know I put it like right here. Seriously. Oh, maybe I left it on the outside. Ah, hang on, guys. I'm trying to move my iPad so it doesn't fall, but at the same time so I can look in here because I know I seriously put it. Oh, there it is. So I want to use this wonky chevron. This reminds me of fall, and that's why I did it these colors. Oh, it's an old color. Oh, fun. So these, this color palette reminds me of fall. So I want to use that. And oh, I do have my mat. For some reason, I thought this was upstairs. Okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to lay this down. I'm going to like actually try to it doesn't matter that I just flipped it, but I just do it for kicks. And let's get a bigger brush because, let's use brown. Let's see. And let's see if we can find a brown without spending 1,000 years looking for brown, because you never know. Ooh, what's this one? Let's see. Oh, here's brown. Okay. So this is chocolate. Ken's nervous. He's left because he's got to go find the dog. And I don't know what this is going to look like, in all honesty, you guys. So we're going to test it first to see if we really like it before we... Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. So what we're going to do is I still hold my stencil and I'm just going to add this. So I'm inking, kind of taking off a little, and then I'm just going to go over it like this. And I need to focus mostly on that big, the panel is going to be kind of like a backwards C. So I'm just going to go over it like this. Now, these brushes, you guys, are really good if you have arthritis. Tiffany loves these because her mom can use them because she can hold them like this and not worry about hurting her hand. So it's kind of handy dandy. So I'm just trying to focus on where my my die cut's going to be. I personally can still use it like this because I like it that way. So I'm just going to go in like this. This is the wonky chevron stencil. Now I'm going to test. Whoa, Nelly, that looks so pretty. And let's just for kicks get out the die and measure it. Now, our stencils are 7 inches. So the design is 7 inches. You don't have to worry. The stencil itself is a little bigger, but this is a full 7 inches. So I want to make sure I go all the way to the edges. So just for kicks, let's make sure I'm going all the way to the edges, just to make sure I'm getting all of that enchilada in there. Okay, so now I'm dropping that in there. I'm moving this up to the side. That was chocolate. And let's double check just for kicks. Looks great. We're going to move those over. And Kenny, if you see questions, can you yell them out for me?
Yes.
And now what we have is, let's clean this up a little bit because we're just making a mess. So now we have this, and we are going to die cut this layering. So look how perfect that goes on there. So I really did pay attention to just where I was going to actually do this. Oh, you know what? Maybe it is sunset. Hang on. Is this sunset? It might be sunset because sunset's not on here. So this is an older one. Sorry, hang on. Let me see if I have it here. Gail would have given it to me, but oh, yay, it's sunset. Whew, good. I was going to say, it's weird for me to have pumpkin. I usually don't. I try not to have things in here that are retired. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down. Yay, it's sunset. That makes me feel so much better. We're going to add some of our older, kind of line that up so it's straight on those wonky chevrons. And so I'm going to line that up. And then I'm going to get out my cutting pads. Although I think Diamond Press calls this something different. I don't know what they call them. Cutting folders. I called it a cutting pad at HSN. And one of the Diamond Press girls was like, what? And I'm like, those folder things. Cutting pads. She's like, what? Okay, that was funny. Chastity, that was funny. Okay, so now we're just running this through. And now we're creating the layering piece. Now, I did want this to be a more subtle pattern because in my brain that I think I'm going to do on the side, it makes sense that it's going to be more subtle. So again, I'm going to reuse these. Somebody told me they reused this 50 times. I don't know if I can make it last that long, but let's try. Okay. And we're going to clean that up, take that off. Okay, so here we go. Let's get all this together. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, we're going to add adhesive to this. And get it on that piece, get it on that piece, get it on that piece. And then we're going to add this right here. Look at that. Ding, ding, ding. Now, we have it, right? Couple things. Number one, we're going to fold it. We're going to pick it up off the table. Has to be off the table. And look how it's like darker in some areas. I love that. I like it when it's not perfectly solid because it has more texture, it has more movement when it's not exactly all the same, right? Judy says she loves the new better than washi tape. Yay, Judy, thank you. Okay, hold it in the air. You cannot do it on the table. Hold it in the air, fold it in. All flip-its are done the same way. Fold it in half on the score lines the die created. Take the top flap and fold it up, then turn it to the left. Little side's always on the left. And there we go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Now we get to decorate. First thing I want to do is put this die away so I don't lose it, because you know me and I will lose it. So again, I just put it on the magnet, the larger magnet. The storage envelopes are supposed to be back in stock roughly on the 20th. So I'm very excited about that. And then I'm going to drop this in the pocket. So, and these pockets hold a lot, you guys. So this has a backing card, 2 die sets, a magnet sheet, and it's all in there totally fine, right? Okay, so now that we have that, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, I know what I want to do on one side, and I am going to find where it is. Oh, here it is. I tried to put everything in the front, but you never know. So I want to use one of our stand and says, and we're going to use the one Give Thanks, because this is a Thanksgiving card. And so here we have Give Thanks. Now I'm going to kind of measure it out. I always like to measure it out just to get an idea of what I'm looking at, right? Now I could, oh gosh, I was not even actually thinking of putting it right here, but look how perfect it fits right there. Because this is going to be my invitation to Thanksgiving. Okay, I am going to put it over here still. So I'm going to put it over here. It's going to say Give Thanks. This is going to be my information. What I'm going to do is we do Thanksgiving every year. I'm going to type up all the information and print it on my computer, and then die cut it using this die so it'll fit perfectly right there. This die comes in the fold it. Flip it. Okay, but right here, this is looking mighty fine. And when it's closed, let's see. I'm going to move it over just a little. So I don't want it to show when it's closed. So when you open it, it's going to be a little bit off. It's not going to be centered, but I want your first reaction when you see, actually, I don't know if we're going to do it like that. We'll see, because I have a plan for something else. Okay, so first of all, yes, we need adhesive-backed cardstock, right? Because there's no way in the world we're going to be able to add adhesive to that. So I'm going to grab out my adhesive-backed cardstock. So we're probably going to use maybe a brown. We're not going to do any glitter or anything fancy-wancy. Oh, but we could do like pearl. Maybe if I see a pearl that I like. Oh, is pearl in this one? Maybe it's not in this one. Pearl's back here. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, we're totally using this one. Shut up. Look at this one. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. Oh, look at that. So pearl, that looks like really shiny on camera. It's very subtle. It's not like a whoa like that. It's not like a in-your-face glitter or in-your-face hologram or anything like that. So this is more of a oh yes, Teresa, yes, this is a new one. The 5x7 rectangle is new. Thank you. So yes, this is pearl. I'm going to use that for part, but then the other parts, oh, I want to use a green because I need to pull that artichoke in, right? We have that artichoke, and so we're going to pull that in, and let's see. Ooh, look at that. We have some artichoke right there. I don't know if that's enough, but we'll see. Then we are also going to get brown. Did I pull a brown? I pulled brown. Okay, let's put that back. So now we have kind of what we need, and we're going to look at this. And so I'm thinking thanks is pro. Look at that. That fits. Oops. Look how that fits perfect. This is my green. Let's see what our brown looks like. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to use this darker for the shadow, because that's going to really make it pop off the background. If I were to use like this for the shadow, it doesn't pop as much as when I do that. See that difference? It's like, oh, that's good. But whoa, look, now you really see it, right? Big difference. So if I were to use this one, you like would be all, where is it? Where is it? Right? But because I'm going to use that as the background, it's going to really pop out. So I'm going to use this for this one. Then what I'm going to do is, why are you looking around, baby? Okay. It's under there. It's the top one. So we're going to lay this down, and I am taping that down. And then we have to think about the give thanks. So give, I think we're going to, okay, I want thanks in green. I think that green is going to be really great. Then we'll do the yellow in just a second. So now I'm going to find the other cutting pad, and I'm going to lay this down, and I'm going to run those two through. So we're just going to grab this, and I'm going to run that through just like that. And I really am focusing on getting that thanks and that shadow. There we go. Here we go. And hi, Ivy. Hello. Oh, yes. Please make sure you are going to give us a thumbs up and a like and a share and all that good stuff. So now what we have, yes, the more likes and shares we get, the more prizes we give away at the end. So now let's see. And if you're watching this on the replay, please type replay into the comments so we know that you watched. And I'm going to poke this out. Now look at how gorgeous this is, you guys. Look at how intricate that is. That is so beautiful. There is no way on this earth you could use something like this on that, because look at how gorgeous that is. It is so intricate. I love it. And the cool thing is, you guys, you could just use the word thanks on something, right? So this is kind of like a double duty one. So now I do have the letters give, but I'm not going to use them. But you guys, I have this in my kangaroo pocket. So all of these letters will not go to waste. Instead, they will go in my kangaroo pocket for another day, which is so handy, you guys, right? Because then they're not wasting anything. So look at this. I even have a forever in there too. See, I'm dropping that in there for another day. And now what I have is I have give thanks. I'm not going to adhere this yet. I didn't even have to do adhesive backed on that one, but I did. So that one is, I'm not going to put it down yet because I want you to see what I'm going to do on the front. And now we need to do the give. And let's see. You guys, I feel like this is just too close. Yvette says she loves this font. I know, isn't it beautiful? I feel like this is really, really, really too close to be using it for that. So maybe we'll put that off to the side. That's obviously way too close. Let's look at, we're already using artichoke. I'm almost thinking we pull in this one. Hang on, let me see what one. Yeah. So this one, this is the marigold. It's a lot more obvious than this one. So yeah, I could use vanilla, Chris. That's also a very good idea. We could totally use vanilla. But because I have white over here, I probably won't. So let's go ahead and use this. But before we do that, let's go back to our orange and see if we have any already in here, because why waste a whole sheet, right? We always want to conserve when we can. And nope, I only have cantaloupe in here. Lots of cantaloupe. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add adhesive to the back. So if you're new to adhesive on the back, let me show you how stinking easy it is. So this is a larger sheet of adhesive. So it's technically half a sheet of cardstock. And I'm going to peel this up. And it says peel here slowly, so you know where to peel it. And now all of this is sticky. Do not touch that, okay? Do not touch that. Carol says, is it wise to store words together and not with their original die? Carol, excellent question. My vote is store them separately. Why? Because I have all my happy birthdays here. All my happy birthdays. Because I don't have the bandwidth in my brain to remember that, that this die has happy birthday in it, right? So eventually, even though I have it in there now, it will be moved over, happy birthday. And I'll probably keep May All Your Dreams Come True in happy birthday also, because it kind of goes together. And even HHBD, happy birthday. All those words will go in my happy birthday. Why? Because there's no way in the world I will ever remember in a month that those words are in this die set. And so it's better if I keep all my happy birthdays together. So when I need happy birthday, I can see all of them. Does that make sense? That way you can find stuff easier. Danielle says, I took all my words and separated them and it's been awesome. Yes, she gets a lot more use out of them because now you can see them. because otherwise you're going through, I used to keep it all together. I used to think, oh, I need to know where this came from. Now, I kind of need to know where it came from so I can tell you. You guys don't need to know where it came from. Doesn't matter, right? It says Stamps of Life on the back. Doesn't matter. So it's give or take, but I would definitely store them separately. Okay, so let me go back to this. So remember, all this is sticky. There's this little tiny lip on the edge. I know you can't really see it, but that's where I peeled it. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to lay this down on my cardstock. Boom. You'll notice there's a little tiny bit. Now up here, I could have gotten it closer. There's a little tiny bit on the edge. Why? The reason why I made it a little smaller is that way it could go in our club envelopes and shipping would be cheaper to you. So that's why I did that. Tore that off. Now, my friends, this is all a sticker, right? Jerry says, now I need to reorganize. Okay, so now we're going to do this and we're going to grab Give. And we are just going to die cut that. Now, in all honesty, you guys, this even in, well, we could try. Let's just do the whole enchilada and see what happens. So let's grab, and we can use a smaller cutting pad because the smaller the die, the smaller the cutting pad. And let's do it a little bit at an angle. That's not much of an angle. And that's better angle. And we're going to run this. Oh, see, I got to use my, see, use your better than washi. Sometimes you think you don't need it, but in reality, if you don't, it's going to go bad. Life will get crazy if you don't. So I'm just going to put that a little bit at an angle. Make sure it stays. And then we're going to run that baby through just like that. And remember, that's a lot of die blade, but this machine can completely handle it. It's amazing. And so now what do we have? Dun, 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 dun. We have our Give. Whoosh. Okay, pop that out. Still using the same better than washi, you guys. It's going to last you a really long time. That's what's really nice. So the thanks, I'm actually, watch this, because it is so incredibly intricate. So incredibly intricate. I'm going to trim it like this just to make sure that it keeps it safe, because I am going to save that guy, right? I am going to put it in my kangaroo pocket, but why not keep it in there to keep it extra, extra safe, right? Why not? So now let's find where we are. So let's get our G and our I and our V and our E. Did those all pop out? Almost. And, oh, okay, let's do it again. There we go. So yes, this Saturday at our store day, Laguna Hills, we are going to be releasing new items. If you're not in the area, totally get it. You don't have to come. They'll be on our website also that morning. They'll be on the website that morning. Okay, so I'm starting with I, which is never a good idea to start with a random letter, like a small one like this. And you know what, you guys, I'm telling you, it's always funny to try to do this kind of stuff on the air. We were talking about that at HSN. It's like whenever you try to do something on camera that's live, it never works out. It's just because I think you just get like more nervous. Okay, so there's the I. So let's just guesstimate and think that, let's go a little bit higher. So we're going to go a little bit higher, like right about that. Ken actually took the dog and I think he left. I think he's trying to hide her away and keep her away from all the extras. So there's V, just like that. I could have inked these guys. Didn't think about it. There's my E. And so there we go. And then let's go to our G. Oops. Come on. Seriously, guys. And I always try to do it with my nails. I'm so lame. I know it's better with your finger pad, but I just always do it with my nail. Okay, so there we go. Give, thank. Oh, that I ended up doing pretty good. Okay, give, and then we're going to get our thanks on there. So let's flip this around. Spend an extra second on this, you guys, because, you know, this guy is very intricate and it's going to, it's very flexible. Look at this. Look. Woo, 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 woo. It's going to be so dang flexible, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the T and we're going to just go a little slow. Start with the T, get it exactly where we want it to be. Then we're going to do the H. Then we're going to come down here and do the A and move that over a little bit. See how I had to move that guy over a little bit? Then we're going to do the N, and then we kind of look and see the S's looks like it's going good. Look at that. Now, we want that adhesive to touch that cardstock, right? And to make sure that's going to happen, we need to burnish it down. And I took all my blocks. Did I take all my? No, here's one. I took a lot of my blocks to HSN. Okay, there we go. So we're going to burnish that down. So that way the green cardstock is actually touching the brown so it can adhere, right? There we go. Now, give thanks. Awesome. Love it. Wonderful. Fantastic. But wait, there's more. Because I want to add, are you ready for this? I am going to add a turkey. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, Jane. Dun, dun, dun. I am not going to make it. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. Check it out, honeymooners. It's going to work. Look at this. Oh, gosh, this is going to be amazing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're not going to make this a folded. Even though it is an A2 size card, we're not going to make this a folded. Instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to make it a regular die. The first thing we're going to do is we're probably going to get out ginger snap. Although I might have some ginger snap that's a little smaller. Oh, yeah, I do. Look at that. Perfect. Out of my scraps. So this is going to be my base. And see the black on there? You know what that's from? So when I go to HSN, the dies have to be they have to be taped to the black cardstock. And I couldn't find my originals, so I honestly tore them off the black cardstock that was on demo that I used for demo. Okay, now we're gonna run this through. And what we have here is our shadow die. So now this turkey, do not look for this turkey on our website. This turkey is only available, it's only available on HSN. Okay, a lot of you already got it. So I took it on a while back. A lot of you already got it, so it doesn't even, you don't have to worry about it. Now, I'm going to look at this guy and I'm thinking, I kind of want him to be brown. I don't want him to be chocolate because chocolate's too dark. So we're going to go twig. Now, what's the difference? Whoops. That's chocolate in the back. That's twig. This is ginger snap. So there's 3 browns, right? Gail says she loves this turkey. I do too. He's cute. Now, again, oh gosh, let's not use a whole sheet. Oh, that's chocolate. Let's try not to use a whole sheet. Let's find some twig. I don't know if that's big enough. Let's see. We'll try. Let's put this one back. Let's try. Oh, get back in there. How are we doing this? Ugh, okay. So let's see if this is big enough. I don't know. It might not be. Whoa, it is big enough. Look at that. Look, oh, I think I did him over here originally. Oh, you can't see. I think I did it over here originally. So you know what? This is a very, very close situation. Look, it is like very close. So I need to make sure, because I want to use this scrap, I, of course, am going to use my Better Than Washi to make sure that it does not move, right? I need to ensure that it's not going to move. Now, I know some people that have not tried the Better Than Washi. You know what, Reagan? Reagan says you don't have very many scraps in that bin. You know why? Because I use them all the time. I always, always, always try to use my scraps. Whenever I have a situation where I need to do something smaller like this, unless it's a card base. If it's a card base, I always grab a big sheet. Other than that, boom, I always try to use scrap. That's why there's not very much in there. Now, what we have here is the base. Here is the, oh, thanks, Ken. Here is the base of our turkey. Couple things. Number one, I could cut off the legs because I'm going to do red legs, and I could cut off the feathers. But in all honesty, you guys, I'm going to leave the whole enchilada on there, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it down. Why am I doing that? Because I want to cut out red legs, and I want them to kind of be another layer. And when you do it another layer, it just kind of adds a little bit more interest because it's up a little higher. It just gives it another layer to make it look more exciting. I just think it's fun. So we're going to lay this all down just like that. Line it up. He's so cute. Again, this one's only available on HSN. Okay, there we go. Now we get to decorate him. And I am going to do red legs. So let's grab the red. And again, adhesive on the back because we're not messing around, right? We got to get this done. And look at this. Look at this little tiny piece. When I saved this little tiny piece, I never thought I would have a time to use it. But look at that. Perfect for his little legs. Could probably even do extra legs, right? So there we go. Now, before we run this through the machine, let's look at his feathers. Let's run some feathers through at the same time. So let's get, I really actually do want a different, well, let's stick with our colors over here. So let's get some orange and some artichoke. I already have artichoke over here. So I'm going to probably add that for those two back ones. So let's go like this. Let's flip it that way. And let's just go like that and see what that looks like. So we're going to run it through just like that. Okay. There we go. And again, smaller cutting pad. Let's do, oh gosh, let's do it this way. I think I'm running out of room here. Hang on, trim that. That's all extra. There we go. It has to fit on the cutting pad, right? So now we're going to run this through. And now we're going to start piecing our little turkey together. And this card obviously is kind of like a big enchilada, right? I mean, it's got a lot going on, but this is one that I'm going to give to the peeps that I know are going to save it. If, you know, there's other people on my list that I know they're probably not going to save it, they're just going to get a less card. They might just get just the turkey or just the flip it. Who knows? So let's trim this. I'm going to use some of these. See how it just falls kind of like apart? It's just held together a little tiny bit. That way it stays together enough so you know where it's supposed to go, but not so much that it's hard to die cut apart. I mean, to cut apart. Now, I want these to stay. Oh, that one didn't make it. Darn, do you see how it's a little bit too, not enough? So we're going to use this for the top one. So let's just trim it there. Trim it there. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. And we're going to add it. Oh, that was easy. And we're going to drop that down. Okay. So Kenny, if you have anything to say, now is your chance because this is going to take Stephanie an extra second. Mm-hmm. So he's laughing. No weird things though.
Nope, no weird things.
No weird things.
Just a reminder, we do have our store day this Saturday in Laguna Hills, California. We're going to try to live stream that too. And I think Stephanie says the demo is going to start around 10 a.m. So we're planning on doing that. So make sure you join us on YouTube or Facebook if you're not in there. But if you are in Southern California, we want you to come out and see us.
Yes.
We are going to be having some fun. The warehouse is just off the 5 freeway, and there's lots of parking, and you'll meet lots of people. You will have lots of fun, maybe make some new friends, and we will just have a good time. So that is this Saturday,
yes,
9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
And you guys, something to note on that. You can see the freeway from our office. That's how close we are to the freeway. It's seriously like so freakishly close. You're going to go, whoa, I had no idea it was so close.
Like you could almost play Frogger there.
Yeah, you almost could. Like seriously, like you could throw a rock and probably closely hit it. Which obviously I would never do that, but I'm just like trying to give you an example. If you spit, you're not going to hit it. It's not that close. But if you threw a rock, you could almost hit it.
And real important at the store day, we're going to have name tags. So make sure everybody gets a name tag because sometimes we know you guys by internet names or Facebook names and stuff, but we want to know who you are in person. So make sure you get one of those and introduce yourselves to us too.
Yes. Because that sometimes.
Yeah, we just want to meet everybody. That's one of the fun parts of getting together.
Yes. So now here I am. Now remember, I'm going to make a couple of these. That's really cool that I have all these extras because some of my turkey is going to have different color feathers, right? So I'm going to use some of these for part of the turkey, but then the other ones I don't use, I'm going to use for my next turkey card, right? And so they don't even have to go in my kangaroo pocket because I'm going to use them. But in the sake of our video today, I'm going to try to go a little quicker. And we are going to we're going to do a couple of these. So I'm going to, you know what? I can pull these off. So let's pull these two off. And let's see. I want to do that one and that one. So I'm going to grab this one. Any extras I will keep for another time because that just makes your life easier. And we're going to make sure we keep that adhesive on there. So we're going to drop that one right there. Now, again, inking. I could have totally inked this, but eventually we're going to run out of time. So I got to cut it where I can. So, I mean, you know what I mean. So we're going to get that off. There we go. Look, you can pull it off too. And now we're going to grab that top one up there. So we're just going to trim this one right there. And we're going to trim this one because I want these to place fairly well. So I'm going to sacrifice that middle one to make sure these two get in the right spot. So I'm going to peel this off. There we go. And line these up. I'm not pushing down in the middle. I just want to make sure that I can get these lined up. No, there. And now I can yank this guy off. There we go. And even when you yank them, you can't even tell, right? It's like really nice. So now we want to do one more over here. And then I'm just going to do one more color. Otherwise, it will be here till tomorrow. But look at how cute he comes together. This is really fun because this is something that you do when you're watching a show. And you don't really want to have to really think, but you want to have fun, right? You want to do something that's like entertaining, but you don't want to have to go, oh, does this color match this color? Does this do this? You know, you just get to play and have fun. And so now we're going to look at our orange again because I really want that sunset color and I don't have it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get a little tiny piece of adhesive back. Because I do want to use this. Actually, let's use this one because this I can use up more. So when you have a big piece of scrap like this, right, and you want to use it and put adhesive on the back, this is what you're going to do. First, you're going to peel this off. And I'm going to lay this down. And I lay it differently this time. I'm just going to lay it down right on there just like that. Okay. Got that whole enchilada on there. Now, this part does not have adhesive. Watch this. I'm going to trim this down. And I'm just using the edge. See how that trims so nicely? And I'm going to add this adhesive right there. Don't press on your secret weapon, right? Be careful. And I'm going to trim this just right there. And then I'm going to flip this again. And I'm going to add a little bit more. Look at this. I'm using this whole scrap. And then I'm just going to trim this off. Now, normally I'd try to find another scrap to use, but because of time, I'm just going to let it go. Also, make sure you don't have any sticky showing. Because if you do, they'll stick in your machine. So I just try to trim them off. Okay, so now what we have is, look at that, whole enchilada. And we're just going to do all of our feathers again. And for the sake of time, I'll also just color in, I think, some of his face. But we're going to run this through. And we need to do a chat contest. So Kenny, if we did chat contest right now, how many winners would we have?
We would have one.
So my friends, we need some likes and some shares and some hearts. You might have to hide the chat for a second to find those buttons, but the more we have, more than 300 people watching, we should have 300 likes. And if you're watching and you don't like us, I'm questioning.
Probably those people already left. So we assume the last 307 all like us.
Okay. Yes. I would like to think that. And I messed up because I cut off.
Maybe not, but
yeah.
we hope.
So let me just tell you guys, you need to like us if you're here. So please give us a thumbs up, a heart, all that good stuff. You might have to hide the chat, like I said, and do that because the more likes we get, the more prizes we give away. So I'm going to leave those ones brown because I can. And I'm just, actually, no, I want to do these. But I have to fix that last one. So I'm trying to like stall a little bit here because I'm trying to think of a fun chat contest. Kenny, do you have one in the back of your head?
Chat contest?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't. Let's see.
Come on.
I already did the candy one the other day. Halloween's coming up. Do you have anything to do with Halloween, Stephanie?
Oh, I already did. What was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid?
Costume we did. And I did candy the other day.
Oh, you did candy already?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Drawing a blank right now.
Gosh.
Gotta let me know ahead of time.
Sorry, I'm a little busy. I was just like trying to do stuff. I just need seriously, you guys, one little feather. It did not work, so I got to run this through one more time. But look at how cute he is. He kind of looks a little funky dunky, you guys, with just one green. So I might have to switch that out.
Well, this is an easy one. We can always go back to. Like, what kind of card are you working on right now?
Oh, I like that. Let's do that.
One? Okay,
let's do that.
So what our chat question for tonight?
Or what's the card you just finished?
Yes.
Yes.
Finished or working on? Either way.
What theme did your last card that you made or the one you're working on right now? What theme is it?
Maybe it's birthday, maybe it's fall, maybe
Yep.
it's Halloween. Thanksgiving
Mine is
is not too bad. Yeah, some
Thanksgiving.
people might be working on Christmas cards already, or an anniversary, or
So
a
see
thank
that
you.
green, you guys? It looks like not good. So we're gonna fix it. So what theme are you working on right now, my loves?
He's a little leprechaun turkey.
Answer that in the chat for a chance to win a $10 gift certificate to the website. There we go. Much better. Now, I'm going to do something because I'm looking at those going. I need something more on there really quick. And I'm going to practice on this one. What?
That turkey needs some bling.
Yeah. So look what I just did three little feathers because I want, and I'm doing it fast on purpose. I'm not trying to overthink it because if I overthink it, then I go bad. It goes bad. And I wonder what color this look like on there. That's a little dark. Let's do the lighter.
Looking good so far.
Thank you.
That is a chubby turkey.
Yes.
He's gonna definitely make it a good Thanksgiving meal.
Oh yes, he is. There we go. Oh, that looks so cute. I like that. It just added a little bit more, you guys, right? It just added a little bit more. And now what we're going to do is we need to like figure out his nose situation. And I'll be honest, you guys, those pieces get like really tiny and I don't expect you to die cut those and get those in there. What I tend to do more often than not is I just color them in with a dark pen. This is actually the darkest blue I could find. And that's just a dark blue. Now on the red thing, the little gobble gobble thing or whatever in the heck it is called. I'm sure all of you know what it's called and I don't, but let's see what a red would look like. And that's not really going to do much for us, but at the same time, it's better than trying to do anything else. So I'm just going to add it. There we go. And then for the yellow beak, I really, really, really don't think yellow is going to work. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, does not do anything for me. So we're actually going to trim out that yellow beak because we can. Now it comes with, and let me show you, it comes with a special die that actually cuts out the eyes completely and cuts out the beak completely. That way you don't have to try to do the whole enchilada I talk about food a lot. Have you ever realized that, Kenny? I really do talk about food a lot.
I think it runs in your family.
It does run in my family. That is 100% true. It does run in my family.
You're not all responsible.
Yeah, it does run in my family. We talk about food all the time.
How do you say it?
Hereditary?
Hereditary, yeah. It's one of your hereditary traits.
Yeah, probably.
Food.
So I'm going to lay that down really quick. We're going to run that little beak through. That way I will have exactly what I need. So what theme is the card that you just finished? Am I on camera? There we go. What theme? Or are you working on right now? So now we're yanking this off and we have just our little tiny beak and we're going to get our tweezers.
You colored the wattle.
Wattle. That's what it's called. I call it the gobble.
Gobble.
It's not a gobble is not the right word. I know, but it's
waddle.
Just waddle. It's like, that's how they move. Waddle.
Waddle.
But okay.
Little shaky thing. That's all.
I know.
Are you allowed to eat that thing?
Oh, shut up.
Does anybody eat the waddle?
Don't even talk about weird things like that.
That'll be our
That is
question.
disgusting.
Does anybody eat the waddle?
There we go. Look at that. See that little yellow? Now that little yellow is really bright, right? That you're like going, whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Let's trim that color down a little bit. Let's make it a little darker because that was very, very bright. There we go. That looks much better. Now, there's our little guy. Let's kind of clean off some area here because now what we're going to do is we're going to find our, see all these pieces, you guys? We don't want to lose those. So we're going to find we really, really, really don't want to lose those because what if we decide to use those next time? So I'm just going to kind of really grab them really quick. What are some people saying, Ken?
For the types of cards?
Cards, yeah.
All right, let's see. What are you guys saying? We're going to scroll through some of these. We got a lot of card makers out there, so we should have some good ones. Jeffrey says he's doing Halloween cards.
Yay.
Jane says she's doing general cards. Made 30 over the weekend.
Wow, good for you.
Let's see. Jennifer says she just finished her TSOL cards from Crop and Create. So fall cards.
Yay. Okay.
Um,
So here we go. Sorry. Here we go. We are going to now, couple things. Number one, do we want to add a rectangle behind our turkey? So let's see. Do we want to add a rectangle? Let's add this one right here and let's see. Wow. You know what? It might do something. I think we're going to pull in the green because we have green over here and we have we just have green in the leaves, and we're going to get in trouble if that's all the green we have.
Give her some foam too to like get them off.
You want to, yeah, you like your foam.
We don't want a flat turkey. We want like some dimension to that
foam.
turkey.
I know. We'll find me some foam. There's
turkey.
So let me get some artichoke, and here's some artichoke. Look at that. Look at that. So we're gonna wait. Is that artichoke? No, that's green leaf. Oops. So let's find some darker. Here's artichoke. Look at that. Perfect. See, we're using all our scraps, you guys. Always. And again, better than washi. I'm telling you guys, for the rest of my life, I'm going to be saying better than washi and kangaroo pocket. And flip it and fold it. Got to get those F words in there. Okay, so now, did you get the joke?
Yes.
And now we're going to, I know you didn't appreciate the joke, but I thought it was funny. So now what we have is cleaning up. So, whoa, can't see. There we go. Now what we have is we have that green. So let's look at this. Let's see. And again, I reserve the right to change my mind at any time, right? I can't see their comments. So I don't have to, I'm not married to keeping the green there, even though I cut it out. So I'm going to check and I'm going to say, oh, wow, it does kind of add just a little bit, right? Because if I took it out, kind of, so now I'm going to add it in. There we go. It just adds a little tiny bit. So the chat question is, what was the theme of the last card you finished or the card you are working on right now? So we're going to lay that down all the way around. And now our little turkey. So I thought of a couple things. Number one, do I want to put him off to the side like this? If I do that, a little problem, because he's going to go over and he's going to cause too many problems with an envelope situation. So I'm going to tuck him. His one little foot is going to get tucked and he's probably going to go right there. But we are going to test before we glue. So I'm going to get a little tiny foam spot. And we're going to just add one little guy right here. And we're going to test it to make sure we're good. We're going to test it to make sure we're good. So I'm going to line it up because this is the middle. The fold is the middle. Don't know if you ever knew that. There we go. We're going to test it. So a little bit of him is covered, but ready? Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Dude, is that freaking awesome or what? So now we know it's going to work. So now let's peel that off gently and let's add more foam squares to him. The better thing to do is kind of pay attention over here. Make sure it's mostly in the middle because that's where we're going to focus. And what's a funny thing that I said when I went to HSN this last time, I coined a new phrase for Stamps of Life. Die cut and glue, that's all you have to do. Because a lot of our products, that's all you have to do. Die cut and glue, that's all you have to do.
Nice one.
And it rhymed. And I did that live on camera. It was awesome.
Now you got to put on a t-shirt.
I know. I like that idea. Die cut and glue, that's all you have to do. Mm-hmm. I like it.
Sorry. You know what this card needs? Like when you like show the flip.
I'll show you a flip. Mr. Judge.
Do it.
No, Mr.
When you flip
Judge.
over the card,
what?
You need to have a little cooked turkey on the other side.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
See?
No.
I told you that
horrible.
would be awesome.
That is horrible.
When you flip it over,
that is funny.
Cooked turkey on the
like
tray.
That.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
I do like it.
And you would not even go for that idea.
It's not good.
Who thinks that is a good idea out there? Let me know.
We don't have a cook. Oh, we do actually have a little one. Okay, so here we go. We're yanking this all off. So Kenny likes
See,
foam
I think of these
squares.
amazing things. And
Amazing
just...
things. Oh, shush. Now, again, remember the fold is the middle. Drop it down. Look at that. Make sure you don't have any adhesive hanging off because that would be bad. Now, look at this, you guys. What? What? Now, remember, this is going to be my information on my turkey dinner, my Thanksgiving. So I am going to leave that part blank. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to give you my address. Just saying. But now remember how I said, oh, we want to make sure we don't see this and we don't want to lay it down. I almost can go a little bit further, but that's like as far as I can go. So it's not really in the center, but it's a little better. So let's add it. Oh, this has adhesive on the back. I forgot. Didn't have to do that, but I did. There we go. So now we are going to kind of measure it like this. Then we're going to go like that. And we just want it to be right there. Press. Now here we go. Are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. Ta-da. Give thanks. Oh, it's crooked poop. Oh, sorry. Darn. Okay, hang on. Hang on. We want to keep that spot. There we go. Let's try it again. Yay. Okay, ready? Dun, 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 dun. What? Give thanks. Now, all the information here is going to be for Thanksgiving, what time to come. Don't forget to bring something because Kenny can't cook the whole thing. If you don't bring something, you're in charge of dishes,
You're
that kind of thing.
To come. You're
now,
not invited if you don't bring a dish.
Yes. But because it looks kind of awkward, I do have to do something because Ken will take a picture of this and it'll look funny. I do need to find a couple things. Number one, I have all these dies here and I cannot find the rectangle. So let's find the rectangle that I just was talking about all day. It is not in the card base. Oh, here it is. It's because I die cut it. So we're going to use I really do like the idea of vanilla, but we're going to use the lightest color we used. And that is probably the ginger snap. So let's grab ginger snap. Again, same thing. We're looking for scraps. Always, always, always look for scraps. I'll be honest, you guys, when it comes to scraps, if I'm not doing, I know I said it like this a little bit a second ago, but if I'm not making a card base, I really 98% of the time try to make sure I use my scraps. I make a huge conscious effort to use my scraps. Otherwise, two things. Number one, I'm saving money, right? Saving money. We all want to save money, right? Number two, that's why you're here, because you guys get such awesome prices. But number two, if I didn't use my scraps, like somebody said, they're like, you don't have very many scraps. And I'm like, yeah, because I use them. If I didn't use them, I would have 5 of these full, right? And I'd never use them. So yes, I most definitely always, always, always use my scraps. I almost consider it a fail if I cannot use a scrap for a smaller piece. So that's kind of how I am. Okay. It's like I challenge myself. I think that's the best way to say it. I challenge myself to make sure I'm using my scraps because, again, saving money. Now, here we go, popping this off. It's funny. How many business owners tell you, hey, here's a way you can save money? Not very many. We're a lot different than normal people, normal businesses. Now, again, saving that.
That makes you normal, huh?
What?
That makes you normal?
No, saying to save your money makes me not normal.
Makes you not normal, yes.
Oh, no. Okay, so, and by the way, I hope this stamp's okay, but can you see, look at this. Can you see how it's all messed up right there? Those are bite marks from the dog. So the dog got her teeth into, actually you can kind of see how she bit it right there. So, or right there, she got it. So I don't know if this stamp's going to stamp. My dog bit it. Actually, I think it's okay. So let's get our block. And I am very, very close. Jeannie says she has a conscious effort to use her scraps too. I love that. Thank you. Because it just makes life better. Hang on now. I'm looking for a dark brown. Excuse me. Ginger snap's not dark enough. Chocolate. I would love a chocolate. Ooh, that sounds good right now. Why no chocolate? Why no twig? Okay, we'll use licorice. Fine, be that way. Ooh, Merlot would have been really pretty on this card. So here we go. We're going to test it because I don't know what that dog did to it.
She ate it.
I know. Well,
That's
I know
what
she
did.
ate it, but turkey time. Look at that. That's perfect. Okay. So we're going to ink this and watch what I'm going to say. So this is the turkey fold it stamps. So I'm going to say, watch this. Turkey time is family time. Look how gorgeous that stamps. Then we're going to switch it up. Watch this one. I'm going to do this one. This one's funny. And then we're going to do this one. And I got to double check it. Oh, that didn't get inked.
You're cooked.
Oh, that'd be funny. Nope, this one. Gobble till you wobble.
Oh, yeah.
Family time is gobble till you wobble time. Now, we're going to leave that there. We're going to cover that because we don't want anything bad to happen. Let's see where we're at. I am going to go ahead and adhere this because I can just cover it later when I get my directions on there. So I'm just going to add that. And then a couple more things. Number one, you guys, I'm very, very close to getting a new manufacturer for our personalized stamps. I just have like 1 or 2 more emails. And then those of you waiting for personalized stamps, you will be getting them, which is a miracle. Okay. So here we go. Where did that personalized stamp go that I was just going to use? I don't see it. So let's grab another one. Okay, so here we go. Let me see what this one is. Oh, I love this one. Okay, here we go. So we're going to add this one on the back. This is a personalized stamp. And that looks pretty good. We're going to stamp it. It says, crafted by hand and designed with heart just for you. Hugs, Stephanie. Perfect. Now, one more thing. Sorry, there is one more thing. I got to do it. Sorry, I have to do it. In this kit, in the turkey kit, there is a little pumpkin. See this little pumpkin? Or what if hang on. Ken, you got to pick some winners, babe, because I'm going
winners. Well, everybody out there, you guys are all winners, but the winners of our we have 2 winners. We made it to 2.
Yay.
2 winners of gift certificates. They're going to get a $10 Stamps of Life website gift certificate. Whoops. Maybe this works. Let's see. Yes, it's working. So our first winner is from YouTube. It's Vicky Scott. She's making I'm Thankful for You using the Step Up card. That die set, I think, came out recently. And then our next winner from YouTube is working on Halloween cards. That is Jeanette Paxton. So Vicky Scott and Jeanette Paxton are our winners tonight. Congratulations to both of you. Thanks for joining in the chat. And all of you who didn't win,
better luck next time.
Better luck next time. Don't give up. Say a prayer and it might get answered.
There
Who
you
knows? All right. Bye.
Okay. Thank you, Ken. And I'm seeing comments that you're adding different sound effects.
Yeah, in Spanish.
You guys all know that I cannot hear his sound effects, right? So I have not approved any of his sound effects.
Yep.
Okay,
We're
so
just
you
going
2 ladies
rogue here
are
on the side.
What, baby?
You're just going rogue here on the side.
I am. So you guys are going to email Faylene at info@thestamps-of-life, and she's going to get that to you in a couple days or so. There's my orange scraps. I just cleaned those up. Now, watch this. I found a pumpkin puffy sticker, which not everybody's worthy of getting a puffy sticker in my life, but
you're going all out on this card.
I know.
I know.
I told you.
Everything.
Okay. I had this really good idea. So here we go. I have his little feathers, right? They pop up, right? They pop up a little bit when they cut. Now I can't get that guy up because I just said that. There we go. And he is going to hold this pumpkin. So I kind of got to go get under there. Get under the, oh, shut up. Is that the cutest thing you ever saw in your life? He's holding the pumpkin. Here we go.
Way to go.
Here we go. Ready? Mandy, that's a good question. You got to remind me next time. Remember? Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Oh my gosh. Turkey time is family time. Gobble till you wobble. Give thanks. And maybe I'll put it just right there so I can have them. Then on the back, crafted by hand and designed with heart just for you. Hug, Stephanie. And because I'm nice, I'm going to give them an extra leaf, and I'm going to give them this one right there. Ta-da!
Finishing touch.
I told you this was going to be a good one. So, my friends, it worked. I really, really, really wanted to put an A2 fold it. This is an A2 fold it on this big 5x7 rectangle. He fits perfectly. He's perfectly centered. He's perfectly, he could have gone up a little tiny bit, but his feather was in the way. But look at how there's so much real estate. That's what I wanted you to see. There's so much real estate in the 5x7 flip it card that you're able to add those A2 fold its on here. And I'm going to challenge all of you. I want to see you, when you get this one, I want to see you. I'm challenging you to find a fold it out of our collection, find a fold it, and what can you put on this 5x7 flip it? Because look how stinking cute that is. There's so much real estate. You have a lot of room to put something extra fun on there. Isn't that awesome? Now, I know a lot of you don't have the 5x7 flip it. I know you just ordered it. So as soon as you get it, I'm challenging you. Think about it now. Start thinking about it now. What fold it do you want to put on your 5x7? That would have been a good chat contest. What fold it do you want to put on your 5x7 flip it? Because look at how awesome it is. My friend. Whoa! That was awesome. I'm dying of thirst. Sorry, I got to take a drink. I'm dying.
Yeah, turn your mic off.
Sorry.
Back.
Kelly says, I'm glad I ordered that one. Thanks for the ideas. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, really cute. There are still turkeys and scarecrows. It's a set on HSN. I wanted to show you a couple samples really quick because we want to make sure they sell out on HSN, and they haven't yet. But look how cute this one is. This is just using it as a shaped card. Here's the scarecrow that it comes with. Here, look at this guy off to the side. Isn't that adorable? Totally off to the side. Love that. And here is the scarecrow on a flip it, which is so dang awesome. Debbie Ann says, question, how long do you have to email Feline as a winner? Like sooner than later. Because
by the weekend.
Yeah, by the weekend, couple days.
Just email by the weekend.
Yeah, couple days. So those two were available on HSN. And yeah. Okay.
I bet some people did not see the card kit last night. Stephanie, did you want to talk about the card kit again?
So the card kit shipped yesterday, is that right?
That's right.
Yesterday. Ken makes a couple extra. So if you did not see the live release of the Card Kit Club, you need to go check it out, because let me just tell you, it is freakishly awesome, and you are definitely missing out if you don't get it. I'm going to show you my favorite two things from it. And I want to show you the whole enchilada. You do get the Ken freebies, but I'm just going to show you a couple items that are my absolute favorites. Number one, all of us freaked out about these. So these are mini versions of our Peking critters, which is really, really fun. Here we have the A1 Talk Bubble, which is also perfect to make a shaker card. You're also getting the die words, you deserve a high five. And this was probably my favorite embellishment out of all of them.
And that die set's a fold it, right? The one you just
yes, it's
a
a
fold it card.
Look at how stinking cute these little talk bubbles are. They are out of stiff felt. Look how stinking cute they are. Now, if you didn't want the heart, no problem. Turn it over. Turn it over. And in all honesty, you could probably yank that off and use the heart for somewhere else. So look at how awesome those are. So my friends, that's just a small idea of the Card Kit Club. Really quick, I'm going to kind of go through the paper pad. Those of you in the Card Kit Club, yours are on their way to you. Sherry says, question, I don't understand, Stephanie. How can I put a fold it on that 5x7 flip it? Sherry, I just did it. Did you see me do it? I just did it.
It's an A2 on top of a 5x7, right?
Yes.
So a lot of them will fit on there.
Let me show you. So that is the card kit. Ken has a limited amount left. Also, if you missed out on the lantern fold it, I'm sorry, but our new fold it club is going to be announced. Gloria, when is the day I need to do it? When is the day? She's going to tell me when the day is. So really quick, let me show you. This is an A2, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 size fold it on top of a 5x7, which is bigger, 5x7 flip it, fold it and a flip it. And there you go. So yes, Fold its can go onto this big 5x7 flip it. Isn't that awesome? Okay, my friends. Ooh, Ken's going to have to ship that one to somebody, so they're going to have to put that back together. Okay, my friends, I hope to see you guys all. Obviously, I know I can't see all of you. I hope to see as many of you as possible on Saturday. I'm going to demo at 10 o'clock. Cross your fingers that we can live stream it. Remember, I mentioned the Wi-Fi is different in the back of the warehouse. We will try. But don't start screaming if we can't do it. Okay, we're gonna try.
For sure, there will be a taped version, but
yes, for sure there will be a taped
live
version.
stream.
Yeah.
Yes, and all the stuff will be on the website starting. When do you think that happens? Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Okay.
Saturday morning.
Saturday
Yes.
morning. New
Saturday
stuff.
morning. Yes. So, my friends,
Awesome.
wowzers. Okay, is this card the best ever or what? Seriously, I'm thinking it's one of my top 5s by far. Yeah, so what is it the next crafting corner? Yeah, I guess October 23rd is a Thursday. Yes, Gloria, it will be a live. Thank you. So Deborah says her jet can't make it to California. Deborah, you need to buy a new jet then. It's okay, my love. I totally understand and totally get it, right? I know, but you can hopefully watch from home. And you still will be able to purchase everything we will have on flash sale that day. We are releasing a new color, a new kit. The kit does have digitals. It's going to be amazing. Okay, my loves, I love you so much. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. I will see you Saturday, hopefully live or in person. And have a great night. Okay, take care. God bless you all. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.